Look at the girls, they are abroad. Most of them, they are single parents. Most of them, they are drop out from school. Market, we can't satisfy market.
Imagine transforming your life from working as a maid in Saudi Arabia to becoming a successful poultry farmer in Uganda.
But me, I had dreams, I had ideas, and I had reasons why I went there.
A farmer who is now a consultant.
So we had to wrap it up at 200. Then I was like, you mean I'm saving 200?
Today I'm with Miss Makula of Makula Farm, and we are at one of the farms of her outgrowers. And we're just going to understand some of the nitty-gritties of poultry farming. And I really want to understand everything behind her journey to becoming a successful poultry farmer. You're welcome to my channel, Miss Makula.
Thank you, Firdaus, for hosting me on your channel. Welcome on our farm. This is Makula Local Poultry Breeders Farm in Patoke Naweru. But as for today, we are at one of our outgrowers' farms.
Okay.
Yeah, here in Mende. So we have many outgrowers here in Mende. There are like 5.
Okay.
So this is one of the farms.
Okay. We shall come back to the reason why you chose to bring me here.
Okay.
Okay, but for now,
Yeah.
tell us about your journey. How did you transform from being a maid to becoming a successful poultry farmer here in Uganda?
Actually, first of all, my real name's Namakula Hanifah,
Okay.
most known as CEO of Makula.
Okay.
I'm a journalist by profession.
Are you?
Yes.
Getting interesting.
So I have a diploma there.
Okay.
So back then, a few years back, I graduated in that field. I got a diploma. So as time went on, I looked for a job. There are some media companies I worked for, like 2, but because of the digits which they were giving there, it was not really amazing. So
they were not adding up.
Yeah. So the money was really small, and I'm talking about 10 years back. Wow. So right now, I don't know the amount or the digits they are giving right now, but years back it was really not amazing. So I did a few works. I went into bakery, I went into cookery. So I did many things, but still it was just little income, like just on a daily basis, like you just get food, just for surviving. So me too, I had dreams. I'm a woman who had dreams. I wanted to drive, I wanted to get a better life, I wanted to have change in my life. So that's when I was like, maybe I should try out something new.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was that?
So I thought about local poultry. Actually, I tried about keeping birds, but at that time I was not specific of what kind of breed I was going to keep. At first, I thought of broilers. Then I went in for layers, but those were ideas. Till when I was in my leisure, I found out that local birds were doing good in the market. So I ended up into local poultry.
Okay.
Yes.
Those are the drinkers.
These are drinkers. These ones are so nice. So you have to leave their water.
Even get dirty.
Yeah, you have to make sure that you lock it well.
Do you add medicine in there?
No, unless when they are sick. Then you add medicine. But if they are not sick, they feed on plain water. Unless when you decide to say that maybe this week I'm putting garlic. This another week I'm putting aloe vera, ichigaje. This other week I'm putting red pepper. Put kamlari, yes. So it is good to help them feed. So that sometimes they don't get constipation, they don't get diseases. So they are ever immune. So it keeps them stable.
They're all black.
Yeah, because they are locals. And black sells more on the market than these other breeds. Because if you find other colors, people, they misinterpret them with broilers. So this is one of the signs which shows that
they are
these,
local.
yes.
Okay. I'm seeing some have no feathers at their back, like this one.
Because those ones, they are soon reaching layers. You understand? So
They're
if
about
they
to lay
become
their eggs.
no, they're about to finish laying, so they become off layers.
Off layers.
If they become off layers, we take them to the market. And you know that if we take them to the market, we sell them 30k. Yesterday, I went to the market. I wanted to buy layers for eating. It was 25k. Wow. Then I was like, what if this one is 25k? How about me when this one is now off laying? I can sell it maybe 30. Still, you are beating them in the market with the prices. That's why I choose locals over other breeds. Boy, jump to take them on. So these ones, they are like 200. Yeah.
Place is spacious.
Yeah. If it is bigger, it is okay. But if it is small, it is not okay. Because these ones, they are laying. And remember, they are local birds. They need to be in an environment when they can reach anywhere. Okay. When they can feel free, they can jump.
Why are you eating my dress? This is not There's that concept that you went to Saudi Arabia. Was that before your idea of rearing birds or after?
Actually, that was before. Okay. That was before. Okay. Because I remember when I was still into bakery, I used to bake daddies, I used to make cookies, I used to make baguettes, crisps. So I had this in mind that one day if I get money, I want to do a home bakery. I started making research about that. I consulted many people. I went, they polished me on how I was going to brand, because that's what I had into mind. But still, I had to be with a lot of capital, which I didn't have. So I decided to go abroad. Okay. So when I went abroad, before going to abroad, I wanted to go to Dubai. Okay. But the money was too much. I couldn't afford that money. So there was my friend. I used to chat with that girl on Facebook. She was in Oman. Okay. So she told me, I'm in Oman, life here is not good, but as long as you're getting money, you can change your life. And I remember that girl, let me take you back, when we were still in high school. That girl was my best friend. Oh, wow. During that time, my father had money. So I was one of these planned kids at school during those times. So she could wash for me uniforms, she could polish for me shoes, fetch for me water from the borehole. Okay. But why? Because I was giving her it. And their background, they had no money. Okay. So that family, they had no money. They were very, very poor. So when maybe she went out of school, she decided to go to Oman. So she built her mom a big house. Wow. At the same time, she built herself a house. But do you know how much she was getting? No. She was getting only 600
per month.
In Oman. You understand? But she had been there for 5 years.
So she was saving
5 years. She was saving her money, yes. So I was like, what if this one did it? How about me? And I used to hear stories that in Saudi Arabia they give you 900. I was like, do you know 900? I was like, let me go for 900. So I decided to go. I took my flight through a company. I joined Saudi Arabia. I worked there 2 years. I came back. Then I went back. So generally, I worked for 4 years. Wow. In Saudi Arabia. Wow. So when I was there in Saudi Arabia, of course, you are not going to work abroad for the rest of your life. No. Yes, most people, they confuse things here. They think that going abroad, you are going to get rich from there. No one is going to get rich from there. Because it's not your citizenship. Yes, you can't do anything there. If you want to get rich, my dear, you can spend there even 10 years. But me, I had dreams, I had ideas, and I had reasons why I went there. So I worked for 2 years because I wanted to get a good house. And after achieving that with my husband, I decided to go back and get capital. Okay. But when I was there still, I was like, what am I going to do when I go back? But remember, I told you, I learned how to make daddies. Yeah. So I was like, I'm going to upgrade. I started watching YouTube, how they bake, how they brand, how they package. I learned lots of stuff about bakery. It took me like 1 year when I'm online learning. Till one day I landed on a video of local hens. It was really so amazing. Then my brains switched.
They switched
Yes,
immediately.
then I switched. I was like, wow, I have to do this. Then I made research. I started online. I had to send my dad there to go and study too. So we had to do research. Then I ended up becoming a local poultry farmer.
Wow.
Yes.
That's quite inspiration.
Yeah.
If you know that you have 10 hens, 100 hens, you have to put 1 cock. 1 cock serves 10 hens. So in 100 hens,
What happens if
those
there
are 10 cocks. If there are more, they fight. Yes, they fight. Even you can find when they have eaten those eggs.
So they practice polygamy. Wow.
So they are very dangerous. You don't have to put
So
extras.
what is that one doing there?
It is going to lay. Actually, it is from laying.
It's from laying.
They are eggs.
Congratulations, miss.
They are from laying.
This is where they left from. I can see
Yeah,
eggs
so these
there.
are the cages.
I'm seeing eggs. Can I touch some eggs?
It's okay.
There's this one.
So they left 1 month. They'll grow bigger in the size. They have just started laying like 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
That's why we always say if they start laying, you leave them to mature for a month. Now for now we are selling them in eating. Now we are waiting for 3 weeks to finish. Then we pick up the eggs, we take them to the hatchery
No.
to see whether they are baby chicks.
Oh, I think
Yeah.
that was the question I was going to ask.
We have just inserted these cocks in here like 1 week ago.
Listen, when the local chicks, okay, like these chicks, these hens at home, when after laying for a certain period of time, they start making some sound, an indication that they want to brood. Do even these ones do that?
Of course they do it.
So how do you handle
And if
that?
you're not serious, you can even find baby chicks here. So what we do, we don't allow them. So now you are seeing eggs here. We are going to pick them out. We take them, we keep them safely. So if they see that there are no baby chicks, they ignore it, they lay
Are you
other.
sure?
Yes. So this is a
As much
business.
as that?
Yes, this is a business. Sichinyumo. You understand? This is a business. So you just have to pick them up.
Let's see how many we have.
So you
So
pick
every
them up.
day it lays once, right?
A good laying hen, it can give you like 25 eggs in a month.
In a month, yeah.
Yeah. Why? These ones, they are really locals, purely locals. They do drops.
What do you
But
mean
layers, they lay every day. But locals, they don't lay every day. Today
That's
it can
weird.
lay, tomorrow it doesn't.
No.
The next day it lays, or it can lay like 3 to 5 days. But the next 3 days or 2 days, they don't. Because they are
That's
purely
weird.
local. Yeah.
All right. So moving away from now, you're back to Uganda.
Yes.
You chose local birds, or you chose to do poultry. You've explained that clearly. So at first, I'm guessing it wasn't so easy.
Yeah.
Could you talk to us what was so challenging to start up poultry farming, especially in the initial stages of your business?
First of all, the problem I had, I didn't have land.
Oh yeah.
But remember, I told you I did research. When I was taking my online classes, they told me that without land, you can't do anything.
Okay.
So I was like, maybe I can rent. They told me no, it is not good to rent somewhere. The moment your business gets boosted,
Yeah.
the owner of the land will be
get
like, I
jealous.
need to use this place.
Wow.
So I was like, what am I going to do? Then I talked to my father. My father was like, here we have space. Why don't you come and start up from home? And at that time, we were from COVID. My dad was into transport. He has been in transport for 40 years, driving these lorries,
Okay.
those big cars. They go to Gulu, Congo, Busia, Sudan. So he was there for 40 years. But he got some problems whereby his truck got an accident and it spoiled other trucks. So they wanted to take him to prison. So to avoid all that, they told him to pay. So he had to sell even his car so that he can pay the debts.
Wow.
So that is when my father started going down.
Gone broke, yeah.
He got broke. He sold some of the properties.
Wow.
So since that day, things changed totally. So in my mind, I was like, if I put it at home, I'm sure my father will have a job.
Yeah.
My dad tried to look for a job, but whenever he went to look for a job, people who were giving him jobs, they were young boys, 28, 30 years. And of course, my father, he's older. So people could be like, Amzee, you can't work.
Wow.
But he was like, I have experience. They were like, no. Why? Those young boys, they want to employ people. They can tell, do this, don't do that, I've fired you. They don't want to use these older men. But still, these older men, they are people with experience.
Of course.
They know everything, how it goes.
Yeah.
So when he looked to the job, things didn't work out. He sat at home. I started caring for him with my mother. My mother was into restaurant. Because even I went into restaurant. That's why I told you even I did cookery.
Okay.
Yes, so when I went abroad, my mom was like, I'm not doing restaurant again because you are not around. Me, I can't take food to the bank. I can't take food to the supermarket.
Wow.
For you, you were young, maybe you were attractive. You can speak English. You are meeting responsible people. So my mom could be like, I'm out of this business. So both of them, they were seated at home. So I thought that if I could get into that business and put it at home, my father will have a job. Same applies to my mom. And that is it. They are both my workers, at the same time my parents, which is really amazing. So I started from there. So I said, instead of buying land, maybe 5M, I can utilize this money and I build a penthouse, I buy chicks, I buy feeds, I start from there.
Wow.
Yes, so that's how I came with it. So that was the only problem I had. But for workers, it was not a problem.
Because you had your...
Because I had my...
You trusted. Okay.
So the problem I had, it was land. But after thinking so hard, my dad was like, no, you can do this. So it was solved. I would have said that I didn't have ideas, but I had done research. So if I'm to wrap it up, I didn't find so much challenges. First of all, I knew what I wanted.
Oh yeah.
I gave it time. I analyzed each and everything. So I was like, yes, I'm good to go. Wow. So no challenges.
They have to feel the environment as if they're outside. That's why even the penthouse is big.
And it's not cemented or...
Yeah, it is not. We don't put concrete. People, they do, but me, I advise local poultry farmers not to put concrete. We want it to feel nature, that it is outside.
Wow.
So here it is comfortable.
I can see that the house, how do you call it, penthouse or chicken house?
Penthouse, chicken coop.
It's full of light.
Yeah, full of light because we want them to feel the environment, that they are moving outside. They can pick the soil if they want. They can play with it. So even if you open that door, they can't get out because they know they are already outside, but they are inside. You understand?
Wow. What happens at night?
At night, we don't put on the light. These ones, they don't need. So they are, at 6, you'll find them sleeping. Each one finds a place and it sleeps.
Wow.
Till morning at 7. If you wake up, you'll find it on the door because it wants food. It knows that it eats at 7.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's so sweet of them. Wow, that's so interesting. So how much would it cost me to start construct a penthouse like this?
It depends. For this one, for my outgrower, it is temporary.
Oh, it's temporary.
It is not permanent. We have permanent ones which are built with bricks. Then we have temporary ones like this one. So I always tell people, if you don't have money, go in for this. As time goes on, you upgrade. So we always remove these feeders from down.
Okay.
Because if you don't, they sleep on them, they poop on them, they break them.
No way.
So tomorrow, if you are coming to give them food, you are finding out that you are giving yourself much work. You have to remove poop from them.
So where should I hang this one?
There was a nail.
So now you have put everything in place. You have your first employees. So can you briefly tell us, how did you grow your business from a few chicks to over 2,000 poultry birds? How did you do that?
Well, before, when I was booking, I booked 300 chicks. So I had to sell off 150 because here genetically it is 50-50. If you come on my farm and you want to take 100 birds, we always give you 50 male, 50 female. Those are cocks and hens. So me, I booked 300.
Just a bit there. So you mix both cocks and hens together?
Yes, we don't give one
when
sex.
It comes to the local breed?
Yes.
Okay.
First of all, it is genetically balanced. It is 50-50.
Okay.
Because we have no machines to tell that this one is a female, this one is a male. However, it is the one old. But me, if I give you chicks, of course, you'll find out that they are 50-50. If they are not 50, you'll find out that you have 60 by 40. But genetically, even me, I don't know how God did it.
It just does itself like that.
Yes. So when I got 300 chicks, I had 150 male, 150 female. So I had to sell off 150 cocks at 3 months and a half. Then that was the first money I got. I got at around 4. Yes. So when I sat down and I calculated all the money I had invested in, it had already come out.
In 3
and
months.
Remember, yes, cocks, we don't need them on the farm.
We don't?
We don't.
Okay.
We
How
need
is that?
hens on the farm, because hens, they mark the farm. You can multiply to any number you want. So I had 150 hens on my farm. Okay. So those 150, all I had to do was to feed them well, vaccinate them well, care for them well. At that time, my dad was doing each and everything. Remember, I was abroad.
Yeah.
I invested in this business when I'm abroad. So me, I used to send my money, and my dad was doing the process. We used to communicate, WhatsApp, video calls. I see how am I breeding. Yes, it is progressing. So when I had 150 birds at 4 months and a half, they were laying.
Wow.
So when they started laying eggs, we used to pick 20 trays in a week. And we used to sell each tray at 20,000 shilling. Just eggs for eating. So when I got a calculator and I calculated that 20 trays by 20 per week, how much is that? It was 400. So I was like, Dad, how much do these hens eat in a week? It was like 150. So we had to wrap it up at 200.
Wow.
Then I was like, you mean I'm saving 200 in a week? So do you know that when I started saving 200 a week, by 4 weeks, guess how much was it?
How much was it?
It was like 1.2.
Oh my
I was like, how much am I getting here in Saudi Arabia? I was getting 850. I was like, Dad, I'm coming back. He told me, no problem, you can come back.
And you invest all your energies in this. Yeah?
So I came back. I was like, this money is enough for me. Seeing my family, seeing my kids, eating what I want, at the same time make money, eating eggs. I was thinking about eating eggs and eating this chicken. So that's what I had into mind. All my friends were like, Makula, don't go back, Uganda, yocha. I was like, yeah, kangende yoche. But remember the first time I came back, really, I spent 2 weeks in Uganda, the first contract. I called my boss, I'm coming back. She sent a ticket. I went back. This time I was like, they were like, Makula, are you sure this time you are not coming back? I was like, I'm not coming back. I'm a woman. 4 years are enough for me. I don't need to work for 6 years. I'm not a man. I have a husband. He will take care of me. I'll get Kameza. I'll be saving from there. And I was like, if I'm to get 1.2, even though roughly it is 500,000 shilling, that is enough for me. I'm a woman. I said, I'm going back. So when they started laying, I came back. I started supplying them to people. They could ask for them. And you know how they used to get me? I went on TikTok, I went on Facebook, I created a page. I
Wait.
showed people what I was
So you're telling
doing.
us that the other step people should use is
Yes.
how you grew your business was
I
social
had
media.
to market myself. Remember, I had a question into my head. Where did I get this idea? Internet.
Right.
So I was like, I have my TikTok. I used to go there and do videos. I dance. I kwemola. I make videos trendy. Rema Namakula brings a song. I do challenges.
Yeah.
So I was like, what if I can get 1,000 views?
out
How
of this
about when
time?
I'm putting my chicken here?
Right.
So I switched it to Makula local poultry.
Wow.
I removed Namakula Hanifah. I went on Facebook. I had a page. I could post there my pic. It gets 2K, 3K in just 1 hour. People commenting, beautiful, cute, nice. You understand? So I was like, let me switch. But you know what happened? I could get like 10 likes.
But still, they
on
were there, they
TikTok,
were seeing what
views
you were
were
posting.
small.
Yeah.
But in my mind, I was,
They are still
with
there.
time, they will see it.
Yeah.
So I used to market myself. I branded myself so well. So that's how I used to grow my business.
Okay.
So remember, we had hens which had remained.
Yeah.
I was getting eggs. After getting eggs, like for 1 month, they matured. Because we tell people, if you want to brood okufuna obwana, you have to give these eggs time. They mature. So I gave them like 2 months. I got cocks from outside. We put in these hens because one cock serves 10 hens.
Oh, okay.
So I had to balance.
Okay.
I bought 15 cocks from outside my farm. We inserted them in these hens. After 3 weeks, I started picking up eggs which were fertilized. Remember the other ones before they were unfertilized just for eating. So these ones, they were fertilized. Do you know how much I was getting?
No.
30K.
Per egg?
Remember, we started from 20K, now we are at 30K. So if we are to compare layers and locals, I was multiplying layers by 3. Back then I was multiplying layers by 2. Where a layer sells 5 trays at 50, me I just sell there 2 trays. So time reached when there I can just sell there 1.5 tray to make the percentage it has. So that was it. So here I used to get 400K. Then I switched to 600K.
Wow.
Then I could take off 200. I stay with 400.
Okay.
At the end of the month, 1.6. I'm here in Uganda, enjoying money.
and Uganda
I
is
became fat. Yes, I became more beautiful. People were like, Makula, are you in Uganda, really? I said yes, because life was moving on well. My job was giving. It was really so amazing. So I had no reason as to why I had to go back to Saudi Arabia. And remember, we can't work in Saudi Arabia for the rest of our lives. I always advise girls, if you go there, focus, be determined, pick something out of there, then come and start up something. Make research about anything you want to do, then you come and start up.
So basically, just 2 or 3 tips helped you to grow your
Yes,
business.
they helped me to grow my business. Remember, I moved from 20K, I went to 30K. At the end of the day, I stopped selling fertilized eggs. I got orders, Makula, I need 100 chicks, I need 200 chicks. And whenever I got those orders, I could post them on my status, I could post them on Facebook, I could post them on TikTok, showing people that today I'm taking chicks to my client in Murende. Today I'm taking them on the bus, they are going to Fort Potro. Today we are heading to Kasese. So people who could view, they could be like, wait, even in Kasese, even in Mbale. So that's when I started. From 1 week, I could get even orders for another week. Till then, that's how I upgraded and grew my business. And to add on that, for now, the market is so big, we can't handle it as with the makulas. So what we do, we always have outgrowers.
Okay, just a pause there. What do you mean outgrowers? What does it mean?
Outgrowers?
How do they fit into your business?
Outgrowers, to explain it to everyone to understand it, it is like if you come to me, you book chicks from my farm, you become my outgrower.
Okay.
As long as you take those chicks from me, you are my outgrower. But if you get chicks from another person, you are not my outgrower. So at the end of the day, I need this person and this person needs me. Because if you are going to sell off your cocks at 3 months and a half, I'll need you myself. I'll call you and tell you I need those cocks. Okay. Why? I'm giving them to other clients who are booking. That means that I'm helping you out, and you too, you are helping me out to grow my business. Okay. So that chain, it is really so wide. So when you go to 4 months and a half and you start laying eggs, I'll show you where to sell those eggs. Why? Right now, me, I have no capacity of selling eggs for eating. Why? Because I'm a breeder. I'm looking at this person who is still king chicks, not this person who is just eating. This person eating is just giving me 20. This person taking fertilizer is just giving me 30. Me, I'm looking beyond 30. So I'll have to need you. And who is this person I need? Is this person who bought chicks from me. Why? Because we are in the same lineage. You understand? We're in the same lineage. Let me first
talk to our viewers. So, ladies and gentlemen, what's happening here is Miss Makula is building a community of poultry farmers. Can you talk about a bit of that community? How do you help them to grow their businesses?
Well, of course, I help them to grow their business. First of all, communication. Without communication, you can do nothing. Well, first of all, if you come to book chicks with us, we teach you. We give you classes. Okay. We do online classes. We do classes on the farm. You come, we do quotations, we talk. How are you saving? How is your salary? We have these girls abroad. We always have a chat. How much do you have? How have you saved? When are you coming back? Do you have land? That is the first communication we make. So when I get to know you, we can conclude by, like, sometimes we get these girls. Let me talk about these girls abroad. She may come to you, Makula, I want to start up this project, but I have this amount of money. I'm really tired. What can I do? I always advise them. I tell you, this money is not enough. This money is enough. We can go in for 200. We can go in for 100. So at the end, this girl sorts herself. He gets to know whether she's entering the business. I'm sure she gets good results. Why? Because we had a chat at first, and after agreeing on that, I tell this girl, find you not on ground, talk to your mom, bring me that person who is going to move this project, to be in charge. I really love that person to come on farm. I teach you, I show you each and everything, how it goes. Then at the end of the day, we give you chicks. So we do follow-ups. We have to move together. We communicate. How are they doing? Makula, the birds are doing this. You tell them do that. Makula, now we are 3 months and a half. Okay, now we are going to sell off cocks because we need them. That's why we always follow them up. We need cocks from them. We need eggs from them. But what surprises me, when they start laying eggs, they show you, Makula, this is my first egg. After showing you the first egg, do you know that you don't see them again?
You don't see other eggs.
Because they are selling them somewhere. But still I don't feel bad because I'm like, yes, they are doing business. So that's how we help them. That's why we still keep in touch. So we help them, they help us too. Because we have more than 200 outgrowers.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is one of them?
Yes.
The oldest or one of the freshest?
No, this one is the oldest. Actually, we started long way back.
Okay.
Because even this one is breeding. Even this one now has outgrowers. So you find the chain.
A long chain of.
It is very, very long.
Wow. I really love your idea.
Yes, I remember the first people. They were the first.
This one.
And even this one. has outgrowers. Even outgrowers, they have
other
outgrowers. So the chain keeps on
Wow.
going. In locals, you can't stand alone. And I always tell people, if you know that you are going to stand alone, don't do this business. Here, you can't survive alone. Fine, you can survive alone, but time reaches when you have to look for me. If you don't look for me, I'll look for you by force. Why? Because I need
Customers.
eggs. I need cocks. I need fertilized eggs. I need mature hens. So here you can't hide anywhere. You can call me, Makula, I need fertilized eggs. I don't have. I call someone in Uganda. Someone in Uganda is like, I don't have. That person calls someone in Muduma. Even in Muduma is like, no, I don't have. I have someone in Sanga. We are just like that. But at the end of the day, that's how we cooperate.
Okay.
We are not like these people in broilers, because in a broiler, it's hard to find that chain.
Okay.
If someone gets market, he reserves that market for him or herself, because he knows after 6 weeks, he has to go there in that market. But me, remember, I don't know when I last sold eggs. I don't really know. Maybe even it is a year now.
But if a client calls you and they need eggs,
I can give it to you tomorrow.
Okay.
I just have to go through my book. I see who is laying.
Let's talk about the market briefly. How do you handle the ups and downs of the market, like to keep a steady market? How do you handle that?
For market, the challenge we have is that we can't satisfy market, however much we are trying. I always have a dream of seeing these big cars exporting eggs, chicks, like Kenyans are doing. But here, I don't see that. And I'm always asking people that if there is anyone who can help us, maybe to transport into Kenya, Tanzania, maybe we can do business. Like, seriously.
I think this is when the government has to come in.
That is the challenge we have. For now, I'm making research on how to transport. We have clients from Zimbabwe, Zambia, Malawi. We have from Ghana. They come, Madam Makula, I watch your programs, I watch you on YouTube. I need those. And the numbers they are talking about, it is big numbers.
Big numbers.
I need enkoko mutwalo, 15.
That's a big number.
I need enkumi ssatu. I need kanana. When you are seeing business, nga ne wona kunganya banno, you can't
satisfy the market.
You can't. If you call this one, oh, why you leave me alone. Remember, you can't tell a client I don't have. That's why we keep on collecting eggs from outgrowers. Because me, I can't tell you that I'm not going to give you chicks.
Okay.
So that is the challenge we are having. Market. We can't satisfy market. That is the problem. Other problems we have maybe diseases, but that one is controllable. That one, it is easy. We teach people on how to vaccinate, on how to treat birds, first aid, how to use local herbs. That one is easy.
What's the commonest disease that attacks local breeds?
We have coccidiosis. That one, it happens mainly in 2-3 weeks. It is very disturbing. So if you find someone when he's lazy, you can lose birds on the farm.
What causes it?
Dirtiness.
Oh, okay.
If the hygiene is not good. So most times, that's where the challenge comes from. Mainly here when we are in brooder. Day 1 to 30 days. Then if we start from 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's where coccidiosis comes from.
Okay.
People not cleaning the pen house, not removing that litter, pouring water there, not cleaning drinkers. So you find out that here birds, they are growing, but you are not monitoring them as you used when they are still babies, like 1 week. You are not minding at all. The brooder peppers, you have left them there. You don't mind if the litter is wet or not. So that is the challenge. Most times, 80% we give our chicks. If they reach 2 to 3 weeks, Makula, I'm seeing blood in the poop of the birds. I tell you that is coccidiosis. Remove the litter or remove the brooder peppers, put another litter, go buy caprese, go buy this, give them. Then after a few days, Makula, we are good to go.
Wow.
So you help them.
Okay. You mentioned that most of the people who talk to you, they're girls in Saudi Arabia, in Oman, they own Cheyo. What do you think is the role of women in poultry farming, in this kind of business that you're doing?
Look at the girls, they are abroad. Most of them, they are single parents. Most of them, they are dropouts from schools. Look
no
at
one is
me.
going to employ them.
Yes, look at me. I went to school. I had a diploma, but at the end of the day, I did this, I did that. Still, I ended up going abroad. Reason? In Uganda, we have unemployment. Fine jobs are there, but they are not worthy our services. So, at the end of the day, you are pushed, or the situation pushes you to go abroad. Do you know that 90% of the girls there, they are single parents? So you find a girl is having 2 to 3 kids. So all in all, that girl has to get money to start up something.
Yeah.
I always see people, they are like, Makula, I want to do a shop. I want to make a boutique. I always laugh. Do you know why I laugh? Yeah. Because if you are having a show, you have to first sell a sack of sugar. You get only 2,000. We have neighbors. Mama Gundi Mpolayo. that thing. At the end of the day, the shop is down.
Yeah.
Boutique, you sell in seasons. You have to eat, rent. But in poultry, zero cost. Yes, you have to invest, but if you invest once. You start making profits. Me, I invested
as
once.
Soon as 3 months.
Even I invested 2 things. Yes, I invested in my business and I invested time. Now I'm enjoying. I'm driving. I have a good house. I have some things I'll not say here, but life is moving.
Yeah.
I'm doing well. Why? Because I invested earlier. So that's why most times if they talk to us, we always exchange ideas. What do you want to do? When are you coming back? What do you feel you want to do? Sometimes they're like, me, I want to do poultry, but I don't have someone I trust back home. I always advise those girls, just keep your money.
Yeah.
Others are like, Makula, me, I can give you my money. You keep for me. I tell them, my dears, I don't want issues. I don't sleep because you have kept me with 5 million, 10 million. No. I tell you, you keep your money. Whether it is next year or 2 years, you'll find me. We shall do local poultry business. But if you have someone you trust back home, then it's good. You invest in. Then if you see that they are laying or you are selling off cooks, you come back home.
So in other words, women can act as trustees, researchers, and all those kind of things in this kind of business.
Exactly. So I always empower women to enter into this business because it is giving. You just sit down home, you don't move, but I'm going to town, I'm going to do what?
But you move a lot.
Me, I move, but I move with my husband.
You do it at your own luxury.
Yes.
No one is pressuring you.
Yes. And it's me who decides. Today I'm moving, today I'm staying home, today I'm off duty. You get my point.
You work at your own time.
I work at my own pace, my own time. So me, I always tell people, they come. Mainly, I need these girls, these ladies. It is really so amazing. You'll enjoy eggs with your kids. Even you'll teach kids on what you are going to do, like at my
Instead
place.
Of kids spending time on the
In
phones,
holiday, my kids have to be on the farm. Today, if Harvest is washing drinkers, tomorrow Havian is washing them. The next day, Havilon, if he's giving the hens food, then my son, the eldest, is there vaccinating. So at the end of the week, I pay them. So they work when they know that they're going to be paid.
Right.
And everyone is having interests. That, mommy, I want to become a veterinary. Mommy, I want to become a local poultry farmer. They are no longer engineers. They are no longer doctors.
Wow.
Why? Because they are seeing the work is giving. Mommy is having money. Daddy is having a good life. Mommy is giving us this. So even me, I have a reason as I have to tell them that do this because they're seeing what we are doing. So I always encourage these girls.
Okay.
If
it's
everything
good
denies
that
they are
you-
abroad,
yeah,
at least
let
they
them
come back.
Yeah. Now you're advising them to come back. Can you share with us or with them some of the tips that may lead them to being successful in poultry farming?
First of all, if you want to be successful, you have to make enough research before you come into this business. I don't want you to come into this business because you are seeing Makula is driving, Makula is enjoying life. I want to be like Makula. I want
Makula
you
researched.
to be you. Me, I did my research. Me, I'm a breeder. But for you, you may not be a breeder. But when you are doing something else but still in local poultry, you get my point. So we have to make research. Let them make research. After getting research, do you have money? If you have money, how much do you have?
The money, what's the least amount one needs to start a poultry farm?
Any money can work. Any money, whether you have 50K, it can start this business.
Okay, let me say
but the question
100
is,
birds. If I want to start with 100 birds, how much what's the least amount?
The least amount, at least you have to be with 1 million.
Okay.
Yes, 1 million, you can start this business. But me, I don't discourage people. Even though you need 5 birds at my farm, I can give them to you. People, they know that.
Yeah.
Whether you want to, I have someone from Wakamwesi who took 5. They took them on a border. 5 in a box. Can you imagine?
I have 10 at my home.
You see? But do you know how many you can have after the end of this year?
A lot.
If at all you feed them well, you vaccinate them well, you get eggs from them, you take them to the hatchery, you are going to get the birds you want. So that is the point. Me, I tell people, if you want to start, come and we start. Any money you have, you can start with it. But the question is, how many birds are you going to keep?
Okay.
So if you have your 50, of course you go like with 4 birds, which is okay. I've ever seen someone with 3 birds, 3 hens and 1 cock. Right now that person is driving a Harrier. He's having a Mwamba house. Now he's having thousands and thousands of
birds.
Yes, because he kept them. He picked up
And
eggs.
he learned from there.
Yes, he took them on hatchery. He got 50 chicks. From 50 chicks, multiplied to 100. Now he's having thousands. By the way, I saw that story from a Kenyan man. That's when I got involved into this business. Then me too, I started making research. After getting research, I saw someone here into this business. That's how I started.
Wow.
I was inspired by that man with 3 hens and 1 cock. So any amount you have, you can start this business. So if anyone wants to enter this local poultry business, it is really giving. It has good money, but you have to make research. You have to have land. You have to be with capital. Another thing, you have to be patient.
Okay.
Without patience, you can't do this business. I always tell these people, ayagala ezamangu genda olunde broiler. But in broiler, me, I call that pocket change. Mitwala 2, mitwala 3 mukwano no. Nze wange tojja. Ayagala ebyamangu, go to the boutique otunde engoye. But if you want real money,
Sustainable.
you get money ogambe nti ngenda kugula ettaka. I need to buy a car. I need to buy rentals. You need to do local poultry business.
Okay.
But you have to be patient. If you be patient, trust me, you are going to harvest good money. Me, I was patient for 3 months and a half. I sold off cocks. I got returns. Then I was happy. I started laying eggs at 4 months and a half. I got returns for the second time.
You got happier.
Yes. Then I started brooding chicks. I became the happiest. Now I'm having brooded chicks on the farm. These ones for 1 month, like 1,000. Even my house where I'm sleeping, I shifted from there. I have there 1 month old. The bedroom which was mine, it has 600. The bedroom which was for my kids, it has 550. The dining we had, it is accommodating 400.
Wow.
So at the end of the day, at the month after 4 weeks, I'm going to sell them off. And all those ones there, they are already booked with 50%. So I'm going to just get my balance. Kati oba ngamba chi? I don't need a monthly job.
No.
Monthly salary. Nedda. But why? I was patient. I invested time in my business.
Exactly.
I'm selling these baby chicks. In a week we can sell like 4,000, 5,000. With the help of my outgrowers. I get eggs from them. I add with mine. We take on hatchery. We give out chicks.
Wow.
So all there I'm making what? Money. For mature cocks, even I'm selling even which are not mine. Because me, I don't have those ones on the farm. I have market. So you'll not find much hens on my farm. And if those people, they come on my farm, Makula, why don't you have much hens on the farm? Dears, I don't have them because I have market. I don't have time.
And you have a community.
Yes, I have a community. And by the way, Kanokalo, do you know that neighbors, they don't buy from us?
It's okay, we are used.
They don't buy from us. But what we do, we have to keep friendship with them.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day still, they help us. Now look at me. We have a problem with feeds. Sometimes food can go high, but when you don't have money. So all you have to do, you may find out that in a day, these hens, they are feeding on 30 kilograms. So what you do, you divide 15. You add 15 with banana peelings, but still you get them from neighbors.
Wow.
So what we do, we give them eggs, these damaged eggs.
What will be your very last message to the person out there?
My last message to all viewers, I would love to tell them, first of all, we appreciate. Thanks for viewing. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, comment.
Very important.
Yes. But my last word to them, I encourage them to enter into local poultry business.
Okay.
Because it is really so amazing. It will not disappoint you. If at all you put what we have told you into consideration. So if you're not satisfied, just come on our pages at Namakula Local Poultry. Come on farm, we shall teach you. We have consultation, we have brief quotations. I give quotations for free. Inbox me, come on my WhatsApp, talk to me. I'll give you ideas.
Any
at the end of
offers?
the day, I want you to get something good for you. Of course, we have offers. Sometimes if someone comes in and books with us, we give you free classes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we help you with market. We help you with many things. Those who have ever got chicks from us, they know that. So, viewers, thanks for watching us. It has really been an amazing.
Yeah, it's really
Yes.
been an amazing time. And,
Yes.
and it's raining, guys.